Good morning, everybody. I promise that this video won't be like 15 minutes long like the last one. But of course, again, you're getting me like pre-workout and you're getting me, morning bedhead and all that kind of stuff, because that's when I do my Bible study. So I'm sitting here going over the Wellness Revelation week 2 material. And so we're getting into the nitty gritty and talking about food, kind of. And it has taken me forever to get through like 3 pages because I feel the Lord is using this to speak even more into me. So I want to share some stuff with you. So first of all, page 25 talks about how God has given us food those are my dogs. And has given food purpose for us. God has used it to get our attention through famines and things like that. He's used it to demonstrate his love, and it has been a way of forgiveness. My dogs are crazy. He's also used it or allowed it to be used for celebrations or feasts. And so I think it's interesting that God gave us food, and I imagine in the garden it wasn't necessary for Adam and Eve to eat. I'm not sure, but my thought on that is that God gave them food as an act of kindness and love toward them, something to enjoy. And isn't it funny that the one thing that Satan used against them was food? From there on, God almost does a redemptive thing in food. It becomes the way of getting forgiveness for your sins. Okay, so sacrifices and things like that. It also becomes something that the people valued very much to be used in celebration of what God has done for them and how he has delivered them. But I want you to think about something that kind of came to my mind as I walked outside and saw the snow on the ground, that my dogs were like looking at this like, this is really, weird stuff, right? And to me, the first thought I had was manna from heaven, that God rained down manna from heaven for the Israelites every day, just enough to sustain them and provide for them, not in excess. But isn't it interesting how the people took that gift of manna from heaven, and it very, very quickly went from being something that was given as a gift to them and much appreciated because they had been delivered from Egypt. But it turned very, very quickly into something that they chose to overindulge in, or things got skewed a little bit, right? They were told to only take enough for that day because it was going to be provided for them every day. Yet they, somewhere along the line, forgot, I guess, about God's provision and what he had delivered them from, and they thought, we're not going to have enough because on the 7th day we're not going to get manna, right? So we're not going to have enough. So they decided to over collect, and as I'm sure you know, what happened to that was the manna that they had tried to store up in order to provide for themselves the next day had molded and rotted like that overnight. So again, manna, a gift from God. However, then, because it became a focus or priority in the lives of the Israelites, and because they felt this need for some reason to provide for themselves during a day that they weren't going to be able to walk out and get manna in the morning, it turned into something good that was used inappropriately or incorrectly. And isn't that exactly what happened in the garden? Same exact thing, right? That apple, whatever piece of fruit it was, that Eve was talked into taking. that was meant for good and meant to be enjoyed, right? But all it took was just this little doubt in her mind that, well, did God really say I would die? And that was it. That's all it took, right? Israelites, fast forward, hundreds of years, fast forward. And you will get manna from heaven every day. Take only what you need. On the seventh day, there will not be manna, but he will provide, period, end of story, right? Just as he did in the garden. One little doubt probably got into one Israelite's head. Who knows? But one little doubt. Tomorrow's coming, and are we going to go hungry? Because he's not going to provide manna. We're going to starve. Number one, it's 24 hours. You're not going to starve. Number two, he has provided for you so much up until that point, right? So is he really not going to provide for you on day 7 in some way? But again, that seed of doubt, that little teeny tiny seed of doubt put in their minds, and they ran with it. And what was the result? More brokenness, more distance in the relationship from God. And again, just furthering this separation and this destruction or deterioration of their relationship with God. So that was my thought for the day. As I'm reading, and I'm going to keep reading here. But I hope you guys are loving this study, and I'm hoping that it is really speaking to you, that the Lord is using this to really speak to your heart and to shine light on maybe some dark areas, but also just give you an amazing appreciation and gratitude toward the Lord for what he has given and provided in the wilderness. We all have different areas of wilderness in our life in different time periods. And I hope that reading this will draw your mind to the times that he has provided in those wilderness places. So have an awesome day, guys. I look forward to hearing from you. Please chat back and forth. Okay, let's do this.